Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Dong Report, where I give out my favorite MLB home run picks of the day. As for today, I got 3 home run picks for you guys. But before we can get into those picks, I first need to do a recap from yesterday, which was another winning day for us, albeit not the most profit you'll ever see in the world. But we gave out 4 home run picks yesterday. We got one of those 4 to cash. Thank you to Mookie Betts. We end the day 1-3, up a slight profit of 0.3 units. That brings our total profit on the Dong Report up to just under 40 units total, 39.75, with an ROI of 7.77%. That's now 2 straight profitable days after just a ridiculous cold streak. Hopefully we can keep it up today. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Would appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe button. If you are a returning viewer, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning back in. And let's chat some dongs. So play number 1. This is in the Rockies versus Braves game. We are going with Austin Riley to hit a home run. That is at plus 240 odds at FanDuel. So this game at Coors Field is the juiciest weather game of the entire slate. Honestly, it was pretty tough to narrow down to just one Braves hitter. There's a couple that you could go with that are great bets, but I decided to settle on Riley. And settling is the wrong word. I do like Riley quite a bit. He's only hit 2 home runs in his past 10 games, so that doesn't look super impressive. But what I do like is that both of those home runs have come recently, right? Both of those home runs have come in the past 4 games. He hit a home run on August 26th, and he hit another one on August 28th. Didn't go yard yesterday, but I'm hoping that he can hit one for us today. The Rockies are throwing out Kyle Freeland on the mound, who is just a great pitcher that you want your batters to be going up against. Not only does he pitch a lot of innings, but he gives up a ton of home runs and he allows a ton of hard hit balls. So he's a great pitcher that you want to target for home runs to be hit. Riley in his career has 6 at-bats against Freeland, and he already took him yard in one of those at-bats, which is great. Freeland is also a lefty, and that bodes well for us as well. Austin Riley, looking at his ISO rate, and if you're unfamiliar, if you're new to this channel, ISO rate stands for isolated power. Anything that is 20% and above is considered great. Anything 25% and above is considered excellent. So keep those numbers in mind. So Riley's ISO rate against right-handed pitching is at 21.6%. Not a bad number in the great category. It's fine. But against left-handed pitching, that number jumps up all the way to 28.7%, obviously squarely in the excellent category. He's also been hitting lefties well recently as well. Looking at the past 14 days alone against left-handed pitching, his ISO rate is up to 37.5%. Obviously, that's not a massive sample size. It's only 19 plate appearances, but that is 2 home runs in those 19 plate appearances. So with the way the weather is going to be tonight, with the pitcher on the mound, Riley has as great of opportunities as anybody to cash one for us. Hopefully cashing our first play of the day. Next up in the Nats versus Blue Jays game, we are taking Danny Jansen to hit a home run. That is at plus 420 odds at FanDuel. Now for Jansen, this is his first time ever appearing on the Dong Report. This must be a huge moment for him. So Jansen, he's only got 1 home run in his last 10 games, but I do like the fact that that just came 2 days ago against these Nationals. But the reason why I'm going with him specifically tonight, the reason why I decided to choose him, it's all about the weather and the pitcher-batter matchup. So the Nats are throwing out Patrick Corbin on the mound. Not only is Corbin a bad pitcher in general, who has a very high home run per 9, he's also like Freeland in that he's a lefty that gets smacked around, but he eats up a lot of innings. So you can expect 3 to 4 at-bats against him for your batter. And Jansen, similar to Austin Riley, is another player who is significantly better against left-handed pitching than he is against right-handed pitching. Against righties, his ISO rate is 20.9%. Again, it's great. It's not a bad number by any means. It's in the great category. But against left-handed pitching, his numbers are even more pronounced. The difference is his ISO rate against left-handed pitching is at 30.8%. That's obviously excellent. Unsurprisingly, Ballpark Pal lists this pitcher matchup squarely as a extreme advantage in favor of the batter. So looking at the entire month of August against left-handed pitching for Danny Jansen, his ISO rate is at 25%, so a little bit lower than his season average, but it's still in the excellent category, just barely. But in the past 2 weeks alone, that ISO rate jumps up to 50%. Again, small sample size there, only 9 plate appearances, but the one home run that he did hit in that span was against the lefty, and that was only in 9 plate appearances. So I do like that fact for us as well. Hopefully Jansen can come through, cash our second play of the day. And third and final pick of the evening in the Rangers versus Mets game, we are taking DJ Stewart to hit a home run, a plus 525 odds at Caesars. So Stewart, this is another player who is his first appearance on the Dong Report. In fairness to him, he's been injured most of the year, so it's not as though he's been playing the entire year, but still, congrats to him. And talk about a player who's been mashing, and that is DJ Stewart. The guy has been absolutely on fire. So his home run total on the year, you're going to say he's only hit 7 home runs. That's not that impressive. Well, keep in mind that he's only had 82 at-bats on the entire year, and 5 of those 7 home runs have come in the past 14 days. That 5 home run in the last 14 days, that number is the 3rd highest in the MLB in that span. In the entire major leagues, that number is the 3rd highest. So with that thought in mind, also looking at the entire MLB and also looking at the past 2 weeks, DJ Stewart has the 5th highest ISO rate in the MLB in the past 2 weeks at 46.2%. That's obviously a ridiculous number, 46.2%. He's also barreling up the ball well, which I like. He has a barrel rate of 15.8% on the year. Now, barrel rate measures how well you hit the barrel of the bat. For barrel rate, anything 15% and above is considered excellent. The one thing that's frustrating is for barrel rate, you can't filter specifically looking at different splits. So I couldn't look at versus righty, versus lefty past 2 weeks. But the fact that he is on a hot streak recently and that his season-long barrel rate is at 15.8%, that definitely bodes well for us. I will say the Rangers do have a decent pitcher on the mound in Dane Dunning, but this is another example where the pitcher-batter matchup is in favor of the batter. Dane Dunning is a right-handed pitcher, and Stewart is much better against righties. He has an ISO rate on the entire year of 34.2% against right-handed pitching. So love DJ Stewart to cash our third and final pick for this evening. I put 1 unit on all of these players individually. I put $10 on a parlay of all 3 of them together. If one of them hits a home run, we are profiting. If 3 of them hits a home run, we're going to be rich. So let's hope that happens. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and have a good one.